Hey everybody, welcome to group break number 648, not 348, 648. We have a 16 box case of 2025-26 SkyBox Metal Universe. Hopefully we can go get some nice PMGs here. So here are your teams. This is a pick your team on Whatnot. Again, link to our Whatnot channel will be in the description below if you're watching this back on YouTube. Here we go. Good luck, folks. Let's have some fun. I just got to turn the light this way just because then the glare's not as bad. These cards are unfortunately pretty glary. And we're going to be ripping and stacking everything today. Cal, are they not updated? They should be updated. Yeah, they're updated. It's just 648. It went back because this was the first break scheduled, so yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll always schedule sometimes I normally post the pick your team first and the randoms after, so I just mentally go, this is group break 648 because it's the first break I post, when in reality it'll be after, so but all right. I find the cello on these boxes pretty loose. There we go. There we go. All right, what are we hoping to see? What does everyone think our best pull from this case is going to be? I'd say our last case, the best pull was either the Seneca Rookie Auto or the Ryan Leonard PMG Red. I'm going to say we get a average rookie PMG green. The Celebrini PMG from 2013. I mean, hey, look, if we hit that, I hope so. All right, here we go. 79 on the box number. Demidov, please. Yeah. And then let me get this back up in here just because I want a shelf to put PMGs on. Oh yeah, a hot box would be sick. I'd love to see a hot box. There's 500 of them, so in theory there's 1 in 5 cases should have a hot box typically. A green Celebrini would look nice. So would a gold. You know. Man, ripping and stacking these packs actually rip really nicely. It's okay, that pack didn't rip nicely, but I like when you can do the, when it's do. Like when you go this and it's do. Oh yeah. Now there's no one in here that bought just a bunch of cheap teams, is there? Oh, just took my wrist off. All right. Well, this doesn't look like a hot box, so. Championship Galaxy of Sam Bennett, Ryan Leonard. Championship Galaxy of Leonard and Koivunen. Easton Cowan on the Fresh Foundations, Nikishin Rookie. Snuggered on the Premium Prospects, Duran. Dustin Wolf on the Lethal Weapon, Tolopilo. Koivunen and Dickinson. Kempe and Dorwart. Ryan Leonard on the Premium Prospects and Easton Cowan. He's actually probably up there. Planet Metals of Zane Perek. Here, we'll create a different pile for them. Brady Martin. Autograph! Yanni Neiman. Man, we have pulled a lot of Neiman today. That glare's bad. All right, I'll try and fix it. But yeah, the lighting just doesn't work with metal for me for some reason. I'll try and wrist angle up. Cause like if I'm here, it's okay, right? It's if I'm here that it's bad. Okay. I don't know what. I don't think it's this light. But it can't be that light either. I don't get. Yeah. Like, I don't get where it's coming from. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, let me know if I slack on the wrist a little bit. It's just tough to, like, read. That was a Howard, by the way. Purple of Slavin. Leonard on the Fresh Foundations. Bobrovsky, Seneca rookie. Rodrigue to 3. That's 2 349s in here with a Misa rookie. Finley and Melanson. With a Kucherov and a Dalbeer. And that's just a new hook base. Yeah. Yeah, for whatever reason, the lighting just doesn't work super well in here. Because I think if I turn this light on too, like the glare's also bad. Because then you get then I have to hide for this light. So I think this is just better. When we move to the new space, we'll fix that for sure. Yeah. Honestly, I'm shocked at how expensive the boxes are in the States. I just don't know if cost was high there or if... Because, like... Or if it's just hyped and trying to capitalize on it, because that also has happened. I mean, look at 23-24 Series 2 and they were $400 a box. And to me, like, out of the gate, it's just unreasonable. Dude... Man, football is so tough. I was talking to people at like the last show, and because like if we get a hobby box in, it's very rare. But like even talking to other people, because I don't remember the last time we got a Topps hobby box in, or like even retail, and like. A shop local to us is like they're just like, yeah, we don't bring them in because the cost, like you can buy them cheaper from other people for what the cost is. Yanni Neiman on the purple to 349, Ryan Green says like there's no point as a business doing that. Kachuk and Booyah, because like it doesn't make sense to overcharge for them. Kimmel and Ostland, Ozzy Weisblatt and Mazer, and Toffoli. And Coots. Oh, yeah. I don't even know if it's entirely duties either. I just think that there's not enough comes up to Canada, and then it's like what is like so limited that they can charge that much, but yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, one thing I want to look at doing, like, is figuring out a way to get, like, I would have, back in the day, I'd get stuff shipped to the US, but now I just, like, don't go to the States at all. So, from the US, because, like, you'd save so much money, and you could honestly get some really good deals that way, because there's stuff that wouldn't be listed there. Nikishin and Matthew Robertson. But now it's not the same. Ekholm and Frank. So, and I've also started spending a lot less. Hudson and Quillen. But Yurov and Ty Mueller. Bedard and Dylan Duke. Yeah. And like, oh, you had DH. Oh, oh boy, that's rough. Speaking of Zeev, rave review. Not my favorite set, but you poor soul having DHL. Handle that. Got a red. Rodrigue. Rodrigue to 100. We actually don't know if these are numbered to 90 or 100 anymore because we pulled a Sherwood 5 of 100, which means typically that would have been a green, but DPD, Easton Cowan, the Neiman, Kairu with a Oliver Moore, and a Kamel with a Demi. Yeah. Like, if I ever do get back into buying, it'll be like one of those. I mean, if things ever, you know, become more stable. Yeah, I feel like they changed it in 22, 23. I know a lot of people are saying otherwise, but I think it did change. Almost dropped the knife on my foot. That would have been ouchy. $68 on the box number. Yeah, I'm assuming at this point, and I hate assuming, but that they're going to be numbered. Reds are going to be out of 100. So there's going to be 160 of each player, or 161 of each player total. Not counting the autographs. If you count the autographs, then it's another 11, so 172. Oliver Moore, Zibuya, Kucherov, Osland, Schaefer on the pros and prospects. This one's a little bit better. Yeah. I would like to see them slow down on printing a little bit. Mazer. At least it's not like... Is this another PMG? That's a weird spot for a PMG. Demko. And Coots. And Braden Schneider for the Rangers. The Matthew Robertson. 21 of 100. Not the best PMG to get, but it's a PMG. Still take them. Yeah, we might be able to do a fun break with 22-23 metal. And then these are both rookie. They're not rookies base. So, because I think we got a decent amount of that, and, you know, might have some fun with that. Go slash hunting. I also wish, the one thing I wish Upper Deck would do too is change their redemption expiration date timelines, because everyone else is way longer. Osland and Parker Ford. So Nichushkin and Suzuki. Galactic of Nyes with a Snuggerud. Levshinov with a Camlund. And Makar with a Ryan Green. I think that was Ryan Green. It was a Chicago rookie that was either green or... I think it's green. I think green's a shooty guy. I don't know. Is it... I think if it gets to like a legal point, then maybe. But yeah. Aiden Hill on the Championship Galaxy to 349 with the Canyoni rookie. Yeah. But again, Topps just did it a couple. I'm shocked they didn't at least make it like 5 years. No. Canyoni. Obviously, they do the expired redemption raffle, but Outer Limits of Osland and Rinzel. There. Outer Limits of Coots and Sabrengo. Will Smith and Jack Finley. And Draisaitl and Kindle. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things too, like, if you're using that player to sell, like, if you're using a key rookie or something that's like a redemption to sell your product, or you're guaranteeing those box hits and then they expire, like, then your box contents also technically aren't accurate. So, but then you get into like some regulation stuff. Like there's the whole, you know, given what the prices are now, like there's someone that brought up a very fair question, is like how, like, should the trading card market be more regulated? Because it's a little wild. 969 on the box number. Hopefully it's a hot box. But yeah. Obviously, again, they do the redemption raffles and stuff, but like their redemption timelines are December 31st, 2 years from the product, essentially. And the thing that sucks about that is that if you have the cup that comes out, like if you have the cup that comes out and it's 2 years, like that's not that long. Especially for a high-end product. Stevenson for Washington on the Championship Galaxy. 104 of 349. Outer Limits of Sabrango and Suzuki. Outer Limits of Caulfield and Snug. Lunar Cycles of Strome and Cam Lunt. Zeef and Ryan Green. Ryan Green is shooty boy. Pack feels thin. No, there's 6 cards. So 2 PMGs and an auto so far. Brandon Saad and Z Buyum. Zabrango and Osland. Pareko and Mazer. Suzuki and Coots. Suzuki. This is Nick Suzuki and Robertson. The other Suzuki was Ryan, so. So typically once the redemption cards go past expiry, they use them in the redemption raffle. They also will use them as replacements too. So like say you have a damaged card, they can use them for that. I don't know. They could technically hold them if they do buybacks ever again, which would be kind of weird to do because you're not buying back the card, but. Elias Pettersson with Ethan Frank. Jake Gensel with a Quillen. But yeah, that's kind of what happens. Gabe Perreault with a Ty Mueller. Stuart Skinner for the Oilers. A Dylan Duke. And a Matvey Michkov autograph with a Yanni Neiman. Philly. Nice little Michkov. No FX. You're going to be pretty happy with that. Obviously not the biggest card right now, but he's got potential. I like him. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like someone to help sort is the big thing, right? Because you figure 2 cards per pack, 15 packs, it's 30 cards per box, 16 boxes is... I can't even do the math there. 16 times 30 is what, like 540? Or 580 or whatever? No, it's 480. Right? Yeah, 480. Yeah. Dude, ComC is so... Oh, I need to get rid of my stuff on ComC and just, like, put into a single card. Shipping's so expensive now on there. And honestly, like, given the trajectory of stuff, I don't know how long they're going to be, like, alive. And I just got burned on Toys R Us gift cards up here, so... Still mad about that. They closed the local Toys R Us near us without any warning. So and then they, like, told us we could use our online gift card. Demidov for the Habs. They told us we could use our online gift card like when the site comes back online, but the site came back online, shut down because they foreclosed, and they were no longer accepting gift cards, and so there are no physical locations within like a day's driving, and like there are no physical locations in BC, so I don't think I think you need to give a fair chance to use a gift card. Misa and Kachuk, but that's just me personally speaking. Crosby to 99. On the Outer Limits Gold, there is a print line scratch on that. Yeah, I tried to find people to take ours, but they just, people that had it, they're just like, we just can't bother going in the lineups anymore because their stores were already picked through. So... It's just frustrating, right? Like, Ethan Frank, you figured if you're Dvorsky and Quillen, I don't know. I feel like you should have to pay those back first before anything else. Pasta and Mueller. Riley and Dylan Duke. And Colton Dock and Yanni Neiman. But, I mean, I think it's kind of depends. You know, there'll be kids that'll play, or there'll be some that are on devices. We actually are trying to like limit how much we're on devices around our kid too, because like we notice if a phone ever gets pulled out, obviously like he FaceTimes his grandparents and great grandparents and stuff. But like whenever a phone gets pulled out, he gets pretty distracted by it and like instantly want it because he's noticed that we're on it. So we're trying to curb that. So then it's like he's more interested in other things, toys and stuff, because I do think screen time at that young of an age is not good developmentally. Especially if it's like high stim content too. Because a lot of stuff is like crazy now. Sergachev and Oliver Moore. So, Mazer and Demi. Oh yeah. I was, like, I had this conversation, I forget who I had this conversation with, about phones and stuff. Kopitar and Rodriguez, actually is playing outdoors, but, like, it's so much harder to afford Brady Martin and, Melanson. It's so much harder to afford Tage Thompson. I'll just get through this box and then share my thoughts after. There's a Dalbeer after that. Yanni Neiman with a Ryan Leonard. We should still have an autograph, right? Planet Metal of Morgan Riley. There we go. And a Matthew Wood. And autograph time. Jack Finley for the Bolts with the Seneca rookie right behind it. Autographs have not been... Oh, no, we got the Mitchkov. Never mind. And a Seneca rookie behind it. But yeah, like, you look at nowadays how expensive housing is, and, you know, like, I grew up in a cul-de-sac, like, with neighborhood kids the same age, and, like, we could play street hockey and stuff. Like we played street baseball, kickball, everything. It was a lot of fun and like really good. Basketball, everything. But nowadays, like, I don't know, it's like I can't afford the same house in the area, and like, you know, we have both of us working jobs, and like, you know, we're not. And, like, we got lucky we got into the housing market when we did, because if we didn't get in when we did, we probably wouldn't be able to afford the townhouse we currently live in, which is also wild to think about, you know, so. Oh, yeah. But, like, you know, I think about all my friends and stuff that probably won't be able to afford a house, and it's like, then you think about the fact that, like, you know, how many people are going to have to live in apartments because it's all that they can do. Oh, yeah, the car stuff was always fun. We'd always have the cars come into the cul-de-sac and we'd have to stop the game and things, but it was so much fun. Like, it's just like a core memory, and now it's like, I don't know. This is my old man yells at clouds, but I'm not that old yet. Ryan Green to 349. But like, also so many people need to drive because of like, cities and stuff are so, especially in North America, are so car driven. Like, transit infrastructure isn't great. Outer limits of Leo Carlson, Easton Cowan. So, like, you have to have a car. Bo Horvat and then Brady Martin. So, like, both, you at least have two cars, Mark Stone and then Isaac Howard. And if you have, like, a 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid, because both parents are working, they need to drive too, right? So, Schaefer on the fresh foundations. So then you just, all of a sudden, now you don't have parking on the streets. So, I don't know. That's my old man yells at cloud. Nice. Hey. I can't wait for the day that we can teach my kid some baseball. He already likes his baseball bat, but yeah. But at least we have a park near us that we can go walk to, and you know, we've taken up disc golf quite a bit because disc golf courses are pretty accessible near us, at least. Like, there's a decent amount, and it's a really fun outdoor activity. Gets you moving. People are pretty chill about it. You're in a park. It takes up a space in regular golf. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, they replaced the field that Larry Walker hit a home run on into the highway near us, and it got, like, destroyed, and it was just sad. Zuccarello and Kudryavtsev. It's just like such an important piece of childhood and telling people like the lore behind it. Levshinov and Callahan, Kucherov and Weisblatt, and then like a police detachment got put in there. So Matthew Wood and Doc. So Rantanen and another Schaefer. Nice. Yeah, I mean, we'll do a lot of nature walks. I mean, we went camping for the first time this weekend with him. It got to -2 overnight. I was in the tent. He was in the trailer with his grandparents and my wife. But I'm looking forward to that. So it was a lot of fun. His face just like going on random hikes and stuff and looking at trees and playing with moss. Immediately goes on a carpet and or like on the ground and like tries to eat dirt and rocks. Yeah, you're a boy, all right. But yeah, it's fun. I looking forward to our next trip. So Weisblatt and Levshinov, Jason Robertson and Simashev, Buyum and Perot. I'll put the Buyum there. Byram, another PMG coming up on the Planet Metal. Yeah. I mean, I think you also have to have, like, you know, like, and just how kids are nice to everyone, too, right? Like, that's the other thing. You have to care for each other, because that matters a lot. Kamel, I think a lot of people lose sight of the fact that, like, we're better when we work together. Michael Misa for the Sharks on the PMG Red. K-Mac, it may not be the Celebrini Retro, but I believe you will take that every day of the week. Yeah, the one thing with the light, like if I put the light this way, we can get a better shot of that. Yeah, I've been finding that too, right? I mean, he's only 6 months old, but it's like, 40 of 100, by the way. He's only 6 months old, but just like the way he just treats things and is just so excited by people smiling at him. And it's like, you just need to smile more. Perek. And those are just base. Because, yeah. I don't know. You never know what someone's going through, too, right? So. And like that's one thing I like about the hobby too, especially when we set up at shows, is all the kids that come through and the ones that are just like getting into collecting for the first time and how excited they are. And we had some girls collecting PWHL cards, and they're just like, oh, look at this card, and it's like they're like $5-10 cards, and it's like, just take them. Like, I'd rather them enjoy and have a good memory of the hobby, and you know, as a shop they might come back and get a couple cards or a box later type of thing too, right? But you know, if you don't support that future generation in a hobby, and that's one thing that worries me about the price of boxes for hockey cards, to get on like a side rant, is that, you know, if you don't have an entry path for a reasonable entry path for a younger generation, then you're gonna see less people interested in it. Yeah. Yeah, our little guy decided to find, like, he's army crawling really good, and he finally left, like, the carpet that we have in our living room yesterday, and got to, like, was crawling through the kitchen, so I was just walking with him, like, he crawled through, like, our little dining area, and got to the kitchen, and immediately I'm just like, oh, he's going to notice our cat's food, and within seconds, this doesn't seem like enough cards, no, it's enough, he noticed it, and I was like gonna film him going for the food dish, but he was just too quick, and it's like, oh, I have to go. Like, I have to just get him now. Brad Marchand for the Panthers on the lunar cycle. Panthers colors look really good with that red parallel. $2.99. So. I think those are all rare stuff, yeah. Koivunen on the pros and prospects. Outer limits of Frank Nazar and Nikishin. Outer limits of Demidov. Yeah. Oh, I know he's going to test me long term. I'm looking forward to it, though. Riley Durant. It's like when we were getting firewood. It's like Bedard for Chicago, Tolopilo. Like, I would have taken the stroller or the car to go get it, but it's like, wait, the firewood's only like 20 pounds, and I carry him around. Coleman and Dickinson. I carry him around for further distances, so, like, it's just like carrying him around. So just walked and got it. Like, I feel physically better about myself. But I'm, like, having that realization that, like, yeah, I need to go start working out more and just taking better care of my body and making sure that I'm, like, able to be as healthy as I can be for him. Because I want to be able to, like, play baseball with him when he's 16 to 18-year-olds and keep up with him, too, right? Seneca on the Fresh Foundations. Dorwart. Sam Reinhart. Oops, sorry, there's an Easton Cowan there. That's why we have the good Matt Mercer and Brady Martin. McKinnon and Howard. And Doc and Cairns. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the only thing I miss about living in the apartment we used to live in is that you could walk to everything. And, like, I downloaded Pokemon Go and got really into it just because it gave me a reason to go for a walk. And, like, sometimes I lack that motivation to do it. But, like, hopefully it's not the same. That might be a retro PMG red. Ryan Green with a Kudryavtsev. Circle button of Fiala with a Callahan. Matthew Robertson with Aussie. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Don't let in goals from center ice, please. Colton Dock. And, nope, current PMG. For the Sharks, Tyler Toffoli. Sharks. Double dipping. K-Mac, you did good with the Sharks. Honestly, like, if you get one PMG with any team in this break, you did good. A PMG is worth, like, what, 5 and... Like, yeah. And then Matthew Schaefer on that. All right, we'll do. Yeah, I need to read Ken Dryden's book, too. I got that one a while ago and haven't read it. It's something that I need to do. I don't know. I just like doing... I just like doing things rather than reading. Like Slay the Spire 2. I like strategy games that I can like really think and work through permutations and combinations. I think, is it the game? I forget what it is, but it might be. Sorry, I just need to get more top loaders here. Yeah, honestly, he's a really smart person. I wish he got... I almost wonder how much different hockey would be if he got put into a better, like a higher up role. Same with like Paul Kariya, for example. Like, I think the sport of hockey would have actually been better if they went how both like Dryden and Kariya wanted you to wanted the game to evolve like safer. I don't know. Always something that's just like I think about. Oh yeah. I read a lot of sports books growing up, not surprising. I actually like most people want to be like professional athletes and stuff. I guess baseball I would like to be like a professional baseball player, but like GM would have been like my dream job. And like I went to school for sports management. I dropped out at the end because it's just like I just wasn't enjoying the schooling part of it anymore. But like I read Tony La Russa's book was really good. I forget exactly what it's called, but I really liked that one. It kind of walks you through the steroid era in baseball a lot too, and like paints a different light on it too, where it's, you know, like people like getting how people got by it, and I don't know, it came out in like 2006, I want to say. I think it was Tony La Russa, but and just like how players felt kind of compelled to. One of the things that I always like kind of remember from it is that some players just felt compelled to take steroids. Oh man, it's not a green PMG. Misa on the pros prospects, Perek. But yeah, Draisaitl, the Rinzel, Mazer, and Sabrango, and a planet medal of Teuvo Teravainen for Chicago. Finley. Green premium prospects autograph for the Leafs of Easton Cowan. Platt. Sick card. Sick card. Oh man. I think the Misa PMG is probably still the hit of the break because PMGs carry extra value. But like, yeah, that's tough. Like, that's a good little front row for half a case. Kindle there. But good little half case. This case is better than our last one, that's for sure. Granted, we only have one PMG left, but I think we've hit the best autograph so far. Obviously, Seneca's a better player between him and Cowan, but Cowan out of 25 autograph, like, come on, that's sick. That is sick. So we had exactly 100 orders today. That's funny. All right, here we go. Perek and another Schaefer. Galaxy of Gord with a honestly miscut Levshinov. A little bit of hanger on that. Michkov and Simishev. Perek and Gabe Perreault. Boldy and Kamel. Man, it's bad that I know who the rookies are without really like seeing the cards at this point. Toffoli to 349 on purple for the Sharks, and Rory Carrington. Sharks have had a really good break. Oliver Moore on the outer limits with the Kucherov rookie for the Canucks. Zach Hyman and is Callahan for the Bruins. Logan Cooley and Ozzy Weisblatt. And Roman Josi and Colton Dock. There we go. Yeah, one thing I want to like figure out a way to do for, especially for our shop in general. All right. See you, Maddie. Hey, thanks for stopping in and watching, and like tuning in and just having fun. I always appreciate when people just come in and have fun and chat. It's always fun. It's what the hobby's about, right? It's sharing it with other people. So, but yeah, like I want to find something, like find a way to do like a pretty fair value repack at like the $50 point or something like that. Because again, one thing that I've noticed a lot is people come in and they like go to buy a hobby box or something from the current year, and they're just like, oh, the cheapest thing is like $160. And it's like, I can't afford that. So, because like I want to find a way to make it a little bit more accessible. Whether it's like, hey, we can use some old stock product that, yeah, like may not be the highest valued stuff, but you can mix that with like some singles, you know, and just try and be like shrewd single buyers. Barkov and Green. Wood and Booyam. Gensel and Osland. Tage Thompson and Mazer. DPD and Braden Coots. Here we go. Purple of Josi to 349. Kindle rookie. Outer limits of Couturier. Parker Ford for the Jets. Outer limits of Dubois for the Capitals. Ryan Suzuki for the Hurricanes. Championship of, that's a really miscut, of Teravainen for the Hurricanes. Same with the Snuggie rookie behind there. And Kemmel with a Camlund rookie. Josi is 176. 349. Man, lots of 7s and 6s today. So, and some 6-7s. Time is at 7 o'clock almost. Well, we're going to try and get through this a little bit quicker. This is 40 minutes for half case, so probably shouldn't have done the extra 8 boxes, but oh well. People got a good deal on it, so. Here we go. Geeky for the Bruins. Robertson for the Rangers. Perreault for the Rangers. Frank for the Capitals. Dalibir for the Blues. Quillen for the Leafs. Dark Matter rookie of Beckett Seneca for the Ducks. Nice one there for Anaheim. Yeah, Misa PMG, Cowan auto to 25. There's a Ty Mueller rookie behind it. The Dark Matter cards smell weird. Nice Seneca. I think I can take some PMGs, some bad PMGs down. But Well, we can put the dark matter in the corner there. Ty Mueller. And Ozzy Weisblatt, autograph for the Predators. With a Dylan Duke rookie. Nice Weisblatt auto. Luke will be happy when he watches this back. Obviously not the Predator he's looking for, but... Also, I think there's not a lot of UFCO in this, if there's any. I just haven't seen him a ton. Dark Matter, produced on Artemis. Oh man, that's totally going to be a Goodwin thing, isn't it? Or maybe it'll be a Topps thing. It's like Artemis spaceship relic. Actually kind of sick. I'm going to be working late tonight. Probably put the kid to bed and just work. Well, we still have a few boxes left for hot box potential. Oh, red. Dylan Gunther for Utah. Nice little cheap team there, probably. I'm guessing they went cheap. They normally do. Okay, this is 9 of 100. So that's our second one in the first 100. So I think it's fair to call them reds out of 100. All right. Cam Talbot and Nikishin. Matthew Wood and Koivunen. Well, we shouldn't have another PMG for the rest of this case. Nikishin and Seneca. Hischier and Matthew Wood. Yeah, I just need to add more to it. Weisblatt and Weisblatt. Barkov and Callahan. There's only like 2 hours-ish of music. So, like, and I haven't added anything, so it's the same playlist every single time. Jarvis and Kudryavtsev. It's just like I want to screen it, and yeah. Slavin and Cairns. Beatles stuff is also prone to copyright issues. Stevenson and Howard. So. Chamber, Breezy's had 1, and Moose has had 2, I believe. So there's at least 4. Luke, you made it. You've done okay so far. You got an autograph at least. Not of the player that you want, but like, hey. Chris Tanev, Brady Martin. Oliver Moore, Easton Cowan. Outer Limits of Gridden. Hey, there's a Gridden. And a Dorwart. Zuccarello and Dickinson. And Ovechkin at 349. And Tolopilo. Here, I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss an extra insert there. 118. Oh, no, it's like right on top. It's like... It's really easy for me to get. Yep, I didn't miss anything. Cool. There you go. Little Weisblatt action for you. You've been doing okay. All right, will we get a green PMG here? Yeah, I don't think Ufco. I honestly haven't seen an UFCO base rookie yet, so I don't think he's in the base set. So. But, yeah. At least I still have, like... Yeah. Yeah, Kamel's actually... I actually like him as a prospect. Like, I think he'll be a solid NHLer. I don't think he'll be like a top 6 forward. He has like some slight potential to be there, but I think he'll just be an everyday NHLer. No, just Misa. This one is Toffoli. But we got Gunther Schneider and Olivier Rodrigue. That's an Easton Cowan auto of the 25, a Dark Matter of Seneca, a Michkov autograph, and yes, Gunther, Schneider, and Rodrigue are the top row PMGs. Crosby on the Championship Galaxy, Quillen, Sam Bennett, Ty Mueller, Mark Stone, Dylan Duke, autograph. Ty Mueller for the Canucks. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, the Misa is, nice. Mueller's got a fancy autograph. And a Misa base. Outer Limits of Jimmy with an Osland. Urov with the Neiman. Easton Cowan with Oliver Moore. Toffoli with a Demi rookie. Kamel with Rodrigue. And green PMG for the Minnesota Wild, Matt Boldy. Let's go. Chamber. Sick color match. Sick player. Oh, honestly, one of the nicest greens you could hit. All right, Michkov auto. I think you're a nice card, but like you go into the retirement pile. Man, I gotta put the Boldy green. I think as a hit of the break at this point because the green on green is sick. And DPD for the Canucks. Yeah, Ufko, honestly, he's a guy that, like, I thought could have snuck in, but I think he was too late of a rookie. I mean, Karen's is in here a lot, so, like, you know. I'm shocked Kudryavtsev made it in. I do like him a lot, and I think he is good, but I'm shocked he made it in. Because he's a short left-handed defenseman. Drake Batherson, Braden Coots, Tyler Toffoli, Matthew Robertson, Gabe Perreault, and Ethan Frank. Outer Limits of Koivunen and Mazur. And Connor Bedard purple with the Booyam rookie. That was a great box. Bedard 228 of 349. Yeah, no Suniev. I mean, Suniev I get. Forgot about this Demi. Sorry, I bumped the camera a little bit. I need to find a new camera too, because this one's just like, this one's nice and all, like it's good enough, but I want something that's like more set. I mean, to be fair, Aussie has the draft pick capital. And like that does matter. But, yeah. All right. Next box. Well, I mean, these next 5 boxes might not be the best, but we should still have 2 of those copperheads left. Oh, I want want to, one second, I want to just reduce the stack of inserts just because it's pretty tall right now. There we go. There we go, get these. Yeah, I still wish Panini Upper Deck would use extended as like Chronicles and put, you know, for example, like Jacob Fowler's probably going to have a Young Gun in extended, but he's never going to have a metal card. It'd be cool for them to do like put his PMG into extended and like his SkyBox metal rookie and stuff like that. Same with I mean like any of the later debuts. They just can't sneak in time. Just because, like, I don't know. I think it'd make that product just a little bit more fun. I like the debut jerseys. I mean, hey, I worked at EA for a few years. Oh, yeah, Martone's next year. Any player after, like, January 4th is next year. Like, typically it's January 4th is the cutoff. Like, the 1st to 4th lately has been the cutoff. So, yeah. I was not expecting him to be this good this quickly. He's going to endear himself so well to Flyers fans, too. Kyle Connor and Jack Finley. Cam Lund and Ben Kindle. Mark Stone and Parker Ford. Lev Shnov on the Planet Metal with a Ryan Suzuki. Ryan Suzuki autograph with a Snuggerud. Planet Metal Purple of Slavin to 349 with a Camland. Yeah. He's gonna be really well liked there. Sharon Govich for the Flames with the Ryan Green, and Outer Limits of Stanky with a Booyah. We got 3 cards to sleeve and top load here. Yeah, him and Schaefer have been quiet. Considering neither are like base rookie autograph short prints. Autograph this. All right, this is base. So Protoss Ostland or Protoss, sorry, Batherson Ostland. Second autograph, Dylan Holloway. Holloway for the Blues. Take that bonus autograph. I am noticing that like some have double autos. I'm actually curious. I don't have the checklist up. I feel like for some reason I saw him on the short print list, but let me check. I meant to have that up because it's always nice to know when you pull a short print. Oh man, a Snuggie PMG would honestly any additional PMG would be sick at this point. No, none of them are. Yeah, the Blues were just sunk by goaltending this year, honestly. Toffoli and Mazur. Perreault and Coots. Crosby and Robertson. Bennett and Frank. Urov and Quillen. I feel like I've said Urov so many times. And Cowan and Ty Mueller. Yeah. That's like the thing about the Canucks rebuild right now is that I don't think it can be too quick because in your division you're going to be competing with the Sharks and Ducks. in like 3 to 5 years from now, they're going to be so dominant probably. And then like you're going to have the Flames have more resources than them. So like if the Flames rebuild correctly and get like a little bit of lottery luck, they should also be ahead of the Canucks. So they're in a really weird spot where it's like they need to just, I think they need to really aggressively tear down and then just try and get lucky essentially. But yeah, we still need our 2013 and we still need both Copperheads. And I think we still have the chance for Platinum Portraits because we haven't had the brush offs or the cuts. Steve, it's, man, metal is tough on the lights. It is. Especially when you're trying, especially when I'm opening it like rip and stack, it's so tough to get, because like the angle, like I have to twist my wrists like this and it's just not comfortable. I need a taller standing desk to be completely honest. I think that would fix a lot of the issues. But or like just a different camera angle because if the lighting was different. So Reinhardt and Dort. Trying to be mindful of it. Leonard and Quillen, but I'm also trying to like, or sorry, Cowan, not Quillen. Trying to not take super long. Stutzla and Martin. As long as I get the good pulls, I'm pretty happy. Oh, here's our retro. Zach Werenski. Werenski on the retro. For the Blue Jackets. Hey, you have them. Your $15 team strikes. Nice little case hit there. It's the thing about metal. You never know who's going to hit. Sam Bennett on the All Galactic autograph with the Karens. That might be a short print on the Bennett, you know, for Florida. Also you. All Galactic Team Auto Parallel. Nope, he is. Not a short print. Yeah, Florida I think was like 26-ish. Steve, you got the Bruins, Stars, and Devils. Yeah. I mean, like, the thing with the metal is that it's just, like, kind of random who hits and who doesn't. Obviously, the more players you have on the base checklist, the better, but for the big hits, it's just, it's honestly pretty random. Suzuki and Nikishin. Ovechkin and Duran. Snuggie and Tolopilo. Koivunen. And Dickinson. And Sabrango to 349 with a Melanson. But yeah, at the end of the day, most people should be getting a nice little stack of cards. I mean, it's 16 boxes. And the Bruins, you're at least going to have a stack of like base rookies. The Stars and Devils might be a little bit tougher, but yeah, Werenski's value is like such an underrated player value-wise in the hobby. Yeah. Like, he's going to be one of the best Hall of Very Good players. Jason Robertson. Ryan Leonard. Panarin. And that's Matthew Wood. Koivunen and Seneca. Kachuk and Koivunen. And Sammy Reinhart and Dalibir. Yeah, still two coppers. 2 coppers, and then have we actually hit the we haven't hit the brush offs, platinum portraits, or sorry, let me check in stock again, 1 second. We haven't hit, you're supposed to get 2, right? And we haven't hit any, I think. Yeah, because these are all 349s. I think that'll count as our one additional card, number 25 or less. So, in theory, we have like 4 case hits left, potentially 5. Nice. Yeah, they're not my favorite. They're not my favorite cards. I wish they had more metal cards in here, like actual metal cards. I don't know. I like when they're on different medias. 3 boxes left. So we'll be live for about 4.5 hours. All right. I mean, look, if we're missing the case hits, but we hit more PMGs, I'm not going to complain. Ryan Green, Kudryavtsev, Wyatt Johnson and Ken Yoni, Matthew Robertson and Michael Callahan, Ozzy. Sorry, that just went straight to Ozzy Weisblatt. I believe we were missing a hit there. Yeah, I think we were just straight up missing a hit there. I'm sure that has been corrected over the entire break, but Weisblatt. But we'll do a random after. Marco Casper, nice little color match on the red for the Red Wings. Yeah, we had that actually in our single box. We were missing the. It'll be one of the case hits or the chase hits. So. But hey, Casper to 100 on another PMG. Honestly, just out of room for PMGs. And Colton Dock. Let's go. Missing card there. We'll random it at the end here. Actually, you know what? Let's just swap and do the random. I'm just gonna go to the random screen right now and. Just so I can stick that on there. I just need a list of NHL teams. Here, let me finish this off. Just so I don't forget to do it later. All right, 1 second. We'll just do this quickly. So 3 times, team on top gets the pack for the missing card there. Once. Twice. 3rd time, the Sabres. Buffalo. If we have extra stuff to throw in whenever we miss a hit, it's just, there we go. Because I'm sure over the course of a case, like we had boxes with 2 autographs and stuff. So, I don't know. Feels bad for missing a card, but like on average, an overtime pack is probably equivalent to the card we're missing. So, because we're at what 6 PMG? Actually, we're at 6. We're at 6 reds and a green. That's actually a really good case PMG wise. Cam Lund and Dorwart, Makar, Easton Cowan. Protoss with Brady Martin. Doc and Howard. Quinn Hughes and Cairns. Yeah. I mean, think about it. We've had boxes like the boxes that had 2 autos and stuff. Like, again, the more boxes you print, the more likely things like this are going to happen, just because your margin of error is higher. So, yeah, this case is, I mean, like, again, I'll take the PMGs over some of the case hits, to be completely honest. Colton Dock to 349. Like, Would I rather have a Platinum Portraits or another PMG red? I will take another PMG red. Personally. Outer Limits of Kempe and Nikishin. DPD with a Riley Duran. Green with a Tolopilo. Oh, sorry, I got it. Base Neighbor stuck in there. And Hurdle with a Dickinson. All right. Let's see a PMG case or PMG box. I mean, we've beat the odds on them, so. I don't get calluses. It's really weird. Actually, the only place that I've got a callus is actually like right under my ring, because my ring's slightly too big for my fingers, but it was like $50, so. It was really funny when like we were at a show a couple years ago, and like one of the play-by-play guys for the Vancouver Giants was like watching me do breaks, and he's like, I do not get how you're talking through this and like opening up cards that quickly. Rust, Misa. It's like, that is insane. It's like, I don't get how you commentate a hockey game as well as you do. Kyle Connor for the Jets and Pedersen for the Canucks. Outer Limits of Nikishin and Rodrigue for the Oilers. It's like, I never thought about that, but Lee for the Islanders and Demidov. It's been quiet for Demi. Same with Schaefer. That's the other thing that sucks about these products, is that like it's so dependent on the top end hits, and they're so valuable that it makes those teams valuable, but if you don't get one, it feels bad. And like most of the time, you're not going to get one of those guys. Lunar Cycle of Zook. Actually, we'll just put them here and see them after to 349. Snuggie autograph for the Blues. That's nice. The sticker's a little bit off-centered, but who cares? That's a nice one. Man, I am almost out of stands. He can go right there. Dickinson. Rave review of Matthew Wood with a Tolopilo. Sorry, I almost missed that. Nikishin and Duran. Seth Jarvis, Nikishin, and Rinzel Koivunen. Yeah, this has been a really good case. Like, the autographs have been pretty solid. I mean, again, we're at 7 total PMGs, with one being a green, one being one of the best rookies that you can get in a red. Like, it's just the top. Unfortunately, the 2 most expensive teams have been the quietest, so. Yeah, and there's still 1 box left. Ooh, that's a Cole Perfetti jet. Dude, if the last one's a hot box, that'd be sick. I don't think it will be, but Philip Forsberg and Seneca. Dalbeer with Matthew Wood. Adrian Kempe with a Ryan Leonard. Kucherov with a Dalbeer Dvorsky. And Dalbeer with Jacob Melanson. All right. Last box. Again, pretty insane case. Again, thank you all for the support and just tuning into the stream and break today. Yeah, been a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. And again, I think you'll take a PMG heavy case over one that has like a Platinum Portraits and something in it. Especially this year's Platinum Portraits, just because they're... Again, I think they're ugly personally, but that's my take. Obviously, if you hit the top guys, they'll sell well, but, like... I don't know. Come on. Demi and Shafe would be sick. Oh my gosh. It's been like 4 hours of standing more or less in the same spot. Oh yeah, we haven't gotten a single Copperhead yet either. That's actually kind of wild to think about. Rodrigue and Perec. McKinnon and Kamel. Levshinov and Perot. Carlson and Simashev. Nyes and Levshinov. Oliver Moore autograph for Chicago. And a Ryan Green for Chicago on the autograph. I mean, Moore's not a bad autograph either. Could do worse, could do worse. Rave review of Stutzla, Cam Lund and Snuggie, Kyle Connor and Ryan Suzuki, and Seneca and Parker Ford. Yep. Could be anything. Could be a PMG auto. We've had 2 auto boxes. It's not a hot box, unfortunately, unless it's like they're all in. Could you imagine like a hot pack where it's just like everything is blue? Dabba dee dabba die. Oh man, if we hit a hot box, I would have just been playing that on repeat. Here we go. Lane Hudson, Lethal Weapon, Kindle. Noah Osland with a Jack Finley. Colton Parayko for the Blues with the Sabrango. Patterson for the Canucks with Sam Renzel. And Nick Foligno with Luke Cagnoni. Did we get... Oh, no, we got the rare hits with the Rave Review, and the Zuccarello was our numbered, I think. So, I think we hit everything there. All right, well, recap time. Bit of a weird case, but I think a good case. Got more of what we want, less of what, you kind of don't want. So, recap time on just our, Schaefer and Demi situation, which wasn't great. We got 1, 2, 1, 2. Demi, Schaefer, 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 Demi, Demi, Demi. So, we got 4 base Demis, 3 base Schaefers, fresh foundations of Schaefer, premium prospects of Schaefer, outer limits, and premium prospects of Demi. Our numbered stuff. We got Zook to 349, Doc, Sabrango, Slavin, Bedard, Ovechkin, Yossi, Toffoli, Ryan Green, Stevenson, Aiden Hill, Neiman, Rodrigue, and Slavin, all to 349s. We had only a couple out of 99s. Crosby and Brad Marchand. Our short print stuff, rave reviews of Stutzla, Matthew Wood, Retro PMG of Werenski, Planet Metal of Levshinov, Teravainen, Byram, Riley, rave reviews of Buyam, and Planet Metal of Perec. Autographs of Moore, Sam Bennett, Dylan Holloway, Ryan Suzuki, Mitchkov, Ty Mueller, Weisblatt, Finley, and Neiman. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total autographs, which makes sense. And then, yeah, I think we did pretty good overall. PMG Reds. Let's take all the like lesser known guys. Rodrigue, Schneider, Gunther, Toffoli, and Casper. It is worth noting that the Gunther is 9 of 100, so just further supports the whole that they're out of 100, not out of 90 like previous years. We hit a Dark Matter of Beckett Seneca. We hit a Jimmy Snuggerud autograph. Easton Cowan auto out of 25. These are nice looking cards. I think we're going to call the Michael Misa the second best head of the break, even though value-wise it's probably better than the Boldy. But, like, come on, that green-on-green color match. Yeah, I love that to 10. So, head of the break from Group Break 648. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be live next Wednesday for either credentials or some more fun stuff. So, see you then.